Hey guys, and welcome to the dressing room. Today we will be discussing the importance of fit and a few quick tricks that you can start using today if your clothing is not fitting properly. Now, first let's talk about why it's important that your clothes fit you appropriately. Too loose and your clothing's just going to look disheveled, you're not going to look very polished. And then too tight fitting and you're going to start looking a little bit like the Hulk, kind of breaking out of your clothing, and it's just not a good look, guys. It is important that you focus on having your clothes fit properly for your body type, especially if you're working hard in the gym to achieve a good aesthetic. You're going to want to show that body off in an appropriate way with your clothing. So the first place to start is to just by looking into the different brands that are available to you, whether that's going to the mall and trying out all the different menswear stores to see what kind of fit each of them has, and then starting to select your purchases based on the stores whose sizing caters to body types like yours, or whether that's ordering online and doing the exact same thing. What's important there, guys, is that you're going out there doing the research and trying on pieces from different brands and making sure that you find yourself either one brand or hopefully a range of brands whose sizing caters to body type similar to yourself. That's gonna help you in the long run big time. It's gonna save you money on tailors, as long as you're starting with a piece of fabric that fits you as close to your body type as possible. My next suggestion would be to find yourself a very good tailor. Now, a man and his tailor is one of those relationships that's so important. I cannot stress it. You have your mother, you have your best friend, you have your significant other, and you have your tailor. All right, guys, like, it's so important to find yourself a good tailor, because that guy or girl is gonna help you in every occasion. You can bring him shirts, t-shirts, blazers, jeans, honestly anything, and once you've developed a rapport and a good relationship with the tailor, you can be sure that for years to come, you're gonna be looking as good as possible, because he or she is gonna help you. Tailors can adjust things like the waist size of jeans if you are slimming down. They can help you hem the length of your pants or the length of any sleeve. That's really gonna help out to create the best fitting clothing that you can. So gentlemen, the fact of the matter is, most of the clothing that you're gonna be buying off the rack is not gonna fit you properly. So my first tip is to find yourself a very good tailor. And then, depending on whether you're trying to find the right fit for shirts or pants, and you don't have access to a tailor, there are a few things that you can do in order to make sure that these pieces are fitting you as well as they can be. So for shirts, of course, if they're a bit long, I would suggest tucking them in. This goes for long sleeve, short sleeve, and t-shirts as well. As long as you can tuck them in with a military fold or a military tuck, potentially, that's when you take the sides and you just kind of like fold them over each other and then tuck them in from the sides. That'll create a nice flat front, and then you can tuck in the rest of that excess fabric in the back. Outside of that, you can also roll up sleeves if they're too long. If it's, for example, a sleeve that's a long sleeve shirt, you can roll that up to either maybe 3/4 or just above the elbow. I like to roll them up, showing a little bit of the cuff just above the elbow. For your pants, if you, for example, have a good sized pant that perhaps is too long, you have two options, or three options there. The first one, of course, is to take it to a tailor, and then other than that, you have two options, which are the inside cuff or the outside cuff. Now, most of the time you'll see people doing an outside cuff, which is where they'll just roll up the excess fabric so that the pant starts falling just above the ankle or at mid-ankle. That's gonna be good for most of your looks, but if the fabric on the inside of the pant is a lighter color, or honestly any different color than the exterior fabric, it's gonna break the visual there. It's gonna break the flow of the lower body portion of the outfit. And on shorter guys especially, breaking up the leg and the feet is not a good look. It's just going to tend to shorten the guy. It doesn't look as good as, let's say, a black jean going into a black boot that doesn't have any line of sight broken by a different colored fabric there. So that's the outside cuff. Other than that, you have the inside cuff, which is preferable for creating that nice streamlined look. So if you have excess fabric, you can just kind of curl that up on the inside. and fold that on the inside so that it then creates a nice tapered look from the leg all the way down into the shoes. So guys, if you're going to take anything away from this video, my recommendations are: A, start with finding the brands that size according to a size that's similar to your body type. Second is to find yourself a good tailor. Third is, if you don't find yourself a good tailor, or you don't have the means to be hiring a tailor to alter your clothing, start using cuffs, inner and outer. Start rolling up the sleeves to your shirts. Start tucking in your shirts, including your t-shirts, and hopefully that helps you achieve a better fit for your clothing.